On today's Daily Strike, the Lightning lose Game 1 to the Panthers 6-2. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The Lightning were facing the Panthers for the fourth time in the last 5 postseasons. It was Florida that got on the board first as Sam Bennett tipped one past Andrei Vasilevsky. Then the Lightning got a power play.
Takes over center point, right circle Kucherov. Shoots, save made, rebound, Guentzel! Score! Guentzel! Well, that time Bobrovsky gave up the rebound, and Guentzel slips it in just before the power play ends. It's 1-1.
Guentzel became the first Lightning player to score in their playoff debut with the team since Mitchell Stevens did so back in 2020. Now, the Panthers would score on another tip, this one by Sam Reinhart with 45 seconds remaining in the period, and it gave them a 2-1 lead at the break. Despite the score, head coach John Cooper liked the first period.
It kind of sucks the way the first goal went in, and just, Bennett made a nice play and knocks it out of the air. So you're down 1, but I liked our game. And power play comes back and gets one, and I really liked our game.
4:41 into the second, Nate Schmidt scored, and it was 3-1 Panthers. The Lightning would challenge for goalie interference, but lost that challenge. Matthew Tkachuk then scored just 14 seconds into the power play, and it was 4-1 Panthers. Tkachuk would add another power play goal, and it was 5-1. Then the Lightning would get one back.
For Gonçalves, high slide McDonough. Left circle, Point! Score! Brayden Point!
For Point, it's his 88th postseason point in 88 games played. The Panthers would add another power play goal in the third period for a 6-2 final score. Ryan McDonough on the game.
They had the momentum there, after they get 2-1, and we obviously didn't have a great start to that second period. They get one quick and the challenge and whatnot, but it's definitely a salty feeling in here, and didn't have a great start to this series like we talked about, but like I said, it's a series here, and we know we can be better, and we've got another level, and we'll find a way to get to that.
Victor Hedman.
It's just obviously not what you picture going into this game, but I'd be more worried if it felt like we got leaned on. I think that was the case. They 3-3 on the power play. Some timely goals, so got to do a better job.
Anthony Cirelli left the game in the second period, only skating in 9 shifts on the night. There was no update on him after the game. The Lightning are scheduled to practice at Amalie Arena today at noon. Then they'll host the Panthers for Game 2 on Thursday night. Puck drop is at a more civilized time of 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Our radio pregame coverage begins at 6 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone and in the Lightning mobile app. All first-round games will air on FanDuel Sports Network with Dave Randorf and Brian Engblom on the call. And speaking of Brian Engblom, he is the guest on this week's Block Party podcast presented by Highlight IPA that drops this morning. You can check it out anywhere you listen to podcasts. We now have a game time for Monday night's Game 4 in Sunrise, the NHL announcing that it will be a 7 p.m. Eastern puck drop. Catch our new show Sticks and Stools at Corona Bolts Bay this Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Danielle McBroom, Braden Coburn, and Ryan Malone take you into the action on Ford Thunder Alley and get you ready for Game 2. You can watch the show on the Lightning's YouTube channel.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date in 2011.
Here comes Nate Thompson busting out to center ice. On the right side, Bergenheim across the blue line. Thompson open right circle. A backhand shot save made. Rebound. Score! Dominic Moore! He actually got the feed on the rebound from Bergenheim, and the Lightning have scored their 4th power play goal in the game, and they lead it 8-2 with 4:25 left.
That 8-2 score would be the final as the Lightning set franchise records for both goals and margin of victory in a playoff game. The Lightning would match the 8 goals against the Islanders in both the 2020 and 2021 postseasons. Happy birthday to Jock Callender, who played 8 games in the Lightning's inaugural season, scoring 1 goal. Patrick Poulin, who played 125 games from 1995 to 1998, he scored 14 goals. Dana Tyrell played 132 games from 2010 to 2014, netting 7 goals. And happy birthday to Pat Maroon, who played in 280 games with the Lightning from 2019 to 2023. He scored 29 goals and winning 2 Stanley Cups with the Lightning, 3 in his career, and he just played his final game last week. Dave Mishkin and Greg Linnelli host Lightning Power Lunch today at noon Eastern, recapping the Lightning's Game 1 loss to the Panthers. You can listen live in the Lightning mobile app or watch the live stream on Facebook, X, and the Lightning Audio Network's YouTube channel. And if you missed that, you can download the audio in your favorite podcast app to listen anytime. Orlando Solar Bears, they host South Carolina for Game 4 of their best-of-7 first-round series. The Stingrays lead that series now 2-1. Thank you for listening to the Daily Strike for Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick, where every day is Hockey Day.